I don't know much about this free speech law crap, but I've seen what's happening in England, and I'm going to tell the coppers right now. You ever come to my fucking door over words I say on the internet? I'm going to put this hat on. I'm going to put this hat on, right? And you may as well bring a gun. You may as well bring a gun, copper, right? I'll put this hat on and I'll punch you straight back at the fucking door over words in Australia. Over who gives a fuck about what someone says. Oh, I'm offended. I didn't give a shit. This is Australia. See this hat? This is the Australian slouch hat that many of our great diggers have worn to put their blood on the ground so I and many people like me could live in their country and be free. And they also did it so we could talk and have our opinions. Not so people, because I know where it's coming from. It's coming from people from overseas trying to stop us talking about them. I'll tell you right now, you ever come to my door, you might as well bring a gun and fucking shoot me. I'll put this hat on and I'll punch you straight back at the fucking door. And then I'll grab my Australian flag and then I'll put it on your face and I'll smash you with it. Going, lest we forget the Anzacs, you cockhead. That's what I'll be saying as I'm punching you. Lest we forget the Anzac, because that's what they died for. So me and all my people could have freedom the way we had it, the way they acted. Because I think you're all forgetting how the diggers all acted, how they all talked. Yeah, they all talk how we all talk. Hey, dickhead, there you go. Yeah, no worries, mate. Fucking you, mate. There you go. That's how the Anzacs talked. And they passed it all down through the generations. So when all you bunch, because I know where it's coming from. It's coming from overseas. It's not coming from Australians, because we've always been like this. It's coming from overseas. And I know where it's coming from, because there's only one political ideology that doesn't want you to talk. And we know who it is. So don't think about that I'm going to change because you want to silence my speech in the country I'm born in, that my family fought for, that many people's families fought for. That you're going to tell us what we can say, how we can say it, and what we can say. How does no sound? How does no sound? Australian born, my country. You're going to tell me what I can say in my country? I don't know how far you have to shove your head up your ass. Because I'm telling you, bring a gun if you ever come to my house over words. Because I'll put this hat on and I will punch you back out the door. So you might as well shoot me. There you go, your words, we're going to arrest you. I'll just start smacking you. And you might as well shoot me because I'll just keep hammering you. And I'll make sure I tie the Australian flag around my neck. And I'll tie it like a Superman cape. I'll put this, my slouch hat on, and I'll just go to town on you. And I'll be calling you traitor, scumbag, non-Australian, piece of scumbag, while I'm saying, lest we forget the Anzacs as I'm cracking you in the face. So understand that. I'm a real Australian, not a dog shit socialist, authoritarian piece of dictator shit. Because that's all that shit is. You all complain about the Nazis and that. That's what the Nazis fucking did. Didn't want people to talk. That's what the fascists did. Didn't want people to talk. What they're doing in England, that's fascism. That's Nazism. What they accuse everybody else of doing, that's what they're doing. This shit that they're doing in trying to limit what you can say in that. That's Nazis. That's Nazis. Fascism. A group of people telling everyone else what they can do. That is the definition of fascism. I've already done this before. Antifa, they are fascists. BLM, they were fascists. Fascists is a group of people saying, no, you can't do this, that. That's yous. You're a bunch of fascists. The literal definition of fascism is basically what the Labor Party's doing. A bunch of fascists. We're going to put... Trying to imprison Pauline Hanson too. They're fascists. The Labor Party and the Greens are the fascists. But no, you can't do this, you can't do that. I just hope my coppers don't agree with this shit. Because I know they're Australians too. But if you ever go along with it, you can get stuffed. You ever go along with it, you can get stuffed. You're no longer police for the people. You're police for the government, not police for the citizens. You aren't protecting and serving. That's just a warning. You want to come and you might as well bring your gun if you're going to get upset over me saying some words. Might as well bring a gun and shoot me. If you ever come over, we're arresting you over words, I'll just go bang straight into your face while I got my slouch hat on. I'm going to go, you're kidding. Over words? Sticks and stones, mate. Well, now it's going to be a fist. Oh, that's violent, yes. Because that's not a law. Saying what people can and can't say. That's ridiculous. What are you, 5? I don't like your words. I don't like your words. I don't like Islam. Are you going to arrest all of them? I don't like their words in their book. It's quite threatening. Are you going to arrest them? Probably not. So you can go take your free speech laws and shove them up your ass. Because if you're not going to arrest Islam over what they say to everybody else, then don't think about arresting any Australians. If you're not going to arrest Islam in the words that they say in their book, because that'll be hypocrisy. That'll be 1,000 trillion zillion times hypocrisy. It's what their book says to infidels, Christians, Jews. Yeah. It's not very nice. It's actually quite threatening. But you don't seem to be doing anything about it. So you can shove your free speech laws up your... Because that'll be a direct contradiction. Because that's stuff the coppers already seen me go off on them about it. I've already told them. I said, I got proof right here. And they look at me and I go, it's right there. Do you want to play games? Because that's the truth. And they look, yeah. Yeah. Don't bullshit. I hate liars. I've got the proof and the truth. Just know that. I'm seeing what's happening in England. That's dog shit. That's not humane. That's taking away humanity of humans. I'd hate to live in the United Kingdom. What a dog shit country it's turned into. People can't even talk. Oh, I'm offended. You said something I didn't like. So what? If you get offended by a word, guess what? Is it true, is it? That's how we always say it here in Australia from real people. If you get offended by something, is it true? Because you don't normally get offended if it's not true. You only get offended if it is true. That's why Islam gets offended when we call them pedophiles, because it's true. They get offended when we say it. You're a pedophile. Oh, you can't say that. Yeah, well, you are. That's why you're getting offended. If you weren't one, you wouldn't get offended, dickhead. Yeah, exactly. I swear, if I can get a backing behind me and an army, I'll take it on. I'll take yous all on. And I'll shatter yous because you're liars, you're deceivers, you're manipulators, dead set liars, con artists, criminals. I grew up in the street. I know a criminal when I see one. Albanese fits it to a T. Dead set criminal he is. Should be locked up, thrown in jail. He's a traitor to this country, a traitor to the people, a traitor to the humane, good person of this country. Turns his back on him. For voters. For voters. He's a jackass. He's exactly like Starmer. They hate their country. They hate their people. Because they're evil. They are evil people. He's not a good person. You're going to sit there and tell me Albanese is a good person? No. He's a typical small dick, short guy syndrome, short syndrome, small dick syndrome. I hate everybody. I'm going to make everyone else suffer for it. And that's why he probably protects Islam. I've only got 2 things I can think of why he's doing it. Either they paid him or they're blackmailing him for something. Or he's doing something with them. That's 3 things, sorry. But to say this, I respect that. That's my people. They want, many people fought for that. And these politicians are spitting on it. They're protecting the people we fought against in wars. That's how ridiculous it's gone. I think people forget the First World War. Do you know who killed us? The Ottoman. Who were they? Islam. And the British made us go and fight them and took us up the wrong side of the hill. Yeah, that was the wrong side. And our people got mowed. And the last run, right? The last time, it's in Gallipoli. The last run wasn't meant to happen. And that's why we've always had a running argument with the British over that. If you remember it, a lot of us Australians are always up to the British. Oh, no worries, just let us go die in machine gun fire by the Turks, the Ottoman. I was the one who always got in trouble because I don't back down from them. They try and be tough, and then I go, put your hands up then. Oh, yeah, you need your friend. You don't want to go one-on-one because I'll knock your teeth out. I'm a real Australian, a real Christian. Yeah, people go, oh, that's very violent. No, it's not. You got to remember, God has soldiers. Soldiers for his heaven. Soldiers to stop Satan and his demons. Soldiers who stop inhumane, evil people from harming people. This is what's going on. They're doing it. They're having one group of people deciding everything, and they don't care. They will hurt you. They will enslave you, and they will blame you. The question is, are you ready to fight for it? Because you see in the UK, what normally happens in the UK comes to Australia. So how long are you going to give it? 10, 15 years? How long are you going to give it? 10 to 15 years. Look at the United Kingdom. Do you want that to happen here? I don't play video games. We've got an arcade machine, but I hardly ever play that. I read my Bible. That's it. Every day, just read. Try and get better. And then watch how people in powerful positions just are criminals and have no protection of the civilians. And they want to blame civilians, call all these names, when it's just them being criminals. You can't tell me you don't see politicians go, oh, yeah, they're good Samaritans. Like, you're kidding yourself. You know? You're kidding yourself. You know, like everyone hates Pauline Hanson. Why do you think that is? How come every party hates her? If you're not in One Nation, they hate her. Why do you think that is? Because she's exposing them. She's exposing what goes on. And they're trying to put her in jail. Who else have they done that to around the world? I mean, I don't like him anymore, but they did the same thing to Trump. Even though you can hate him and that, you're not meant to jail your political opponent. That's what fascists do. That's what Nazis do. Everything that the Labor Party is doing in our country, that's what the Nazis did. That's what fascists do. They didn't even get a majority of the vote, and then we're going to make laws on what you can say, what you can do. And I'm like, yeah, right from the fascist playbook. Going to stop our speech, what we can talk about. Yeah, sounds a lot like the Nazis and the fascists. And then they'll call everyone else Nazis and fascists while they're doing the exact definition of what fascism is. A group of people telling everyone else what they can do. That's fascism. That's why Antifa, they're fascists. A group of people, you doing this? No. And it's like, and then who are you? Oh, we're the anti-fascists. And you're acting like fascists. Great, well done. Seems like you went to school. And then when they see ICE, they're talking about masks, and it's like, Antifa wear a mask. He's wore around a mask in COVID, and now you're getting up ICE. It's like there's so many things you can see on the contradictions of people. It's getting ridiculous, man. We can't have that shit that England has. I mean, it's going to be worse for girls. And you see girls how much they're complaining and everything. Oh, guys, this, guys, that. Well, 10 years, girls, you'll be you'll have a good reason to call guys bad, or you probably won't exist because you'll get raped and killed and yeah, Antifa, yeah, you're a fascist, straight out. You're a fascist, dude. Hanging with groups telling everyone, you're wrong, we're right. Like, you're fascist, dude. That's what the fascists do. You're a bunch of fascists. You represent fascists, calling everyone Nazis. You call me a Nazi, and I'll put you into the next dimension. My grandfather fought against the Nazis, and my great grandfather fought against the Nazis, and all my family fought against the Nazis. Basically, this whole country fought against the Nazis. It's an insult. It's the biggest insult to call any Australian a Nazi when our country went to war against the Nazis and lost lots of people. And it's a when I hear it coming from my country, I'm like, these guys are the most ignorant pieces of garbage on the planet. You and your mama Antifa, are you? Yeah, you're a potato. And the funny thing is, you know who stopped them? You know who stopped the Nazis? Not Britain, not America. They went into Russia in the winter. It was only because it was winter. Every like they celebrate the end of World War II as well. The Russians do. They were going to be allies with Germany, but they ended up dead. Didn't happen. They went into Russia in the winter and they couldn't handle the cold. Yeah, it wasn't Britain or France. It was Russia who stopped the Germans, and it was America who stopped the Japs. Antifa isn't against fascism. You act like fascists, you morons. You act exactly like fascists. Go look in the dictionary. I'll get a dictionary. I'll even show you what fascism means, you moron. Yous are fascists. Antifa are fascists. A group of people getting together saying you're all wrong. That's that's fascism. Douchebag. No vote, no nothing. We believe you're wrong. No worries, you fascist. This is how dumb you people are. You need to go back to school. You don't even realize that you're doing exactly the same thing as fascists and Nazis. Like I remember there was Abiy Yemeni, who's a Jew, and these Antifa guys go Nazi, and I'm sitting there going, do you know how insulting that is to him? He's a Jew. Oh, but yeah, that's when I knew you was just fascist. Calling a Jew a Nazi is one of the biggest insults you can say to a Jew. A B C D E F. FASTIS. Oh, here it is right here. A theory of social organization based on the idea that those most suited to hold power should do so. Oh, whoops. Looks like you're a fascist, dude. A pattern of socialism embracing this theory, which usually exalts a people or nation, has centralized autocratic government under a dictator or forcibly suppress all opposition. Oh, bit like Antifa, suppressing other people. Fascism. See, I told you need to go get a fucking dictionary, dumbass. I mean, I do this all the time. See these things? Go buy yourself one. It'll teach you words and what they mean. Bit like these people who don't know what misogyny is and all that. You know why? Because you don't know what they mean. You're just getting brainwashed. Going, okay? Antifa, they're fascists for sure. BLM were fascists. KKK were fascists. The definition. Can you believe what the guy just said? That's not the definition of fascism. It's in the dictionary, dickhead. That's not the meaning because it doesn't align with my brain cells. Sorry, dude. This dictionary is probably older than you. Gonna tell the dictionary doesn't know what it's talking about. Oh, I know more than the dictionary. I know which definition you want. You want the bullshit one of it's a far right bullshit. That's not the definition of fascism, idiot. Far right. What's far right got to do with a group of people who want to tell everyone else what to do? No, that's called manipulation. They're trying to get that put in the dictionary. It's getting kicked out. I did read it, dickhead. What? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? I read it straight from the dictionary. You're a typical monger. There's no use talking to mongers. I just told you the definition and you're like, that's not what it means. Yes, I have to do that to you because you're a. Go back to school. Go back to school. It looks like you need to go back to school. Terminator just finished. So, go get yourself one of these. I've even got. Hang on, I'll get another one. I got heaps of different books. Particularly, I don't care what you said because you don't even. I read you a definition. Oh, I don't agree with the definition. Then go back to school. Well, here's another book you might want to get. It's called English for Everyone Grammar Guide. Yeah, I read books to be better. And here's what I used to learn. Yeah, I've done that for a while too. Yeah, this is good. This book, grammar, teaches how to put words in the proper context of a sentence. So yeah, I had a bit of fun with that. I might do some Bible reading, eh? Let's do that. Have to put up with people who don't understand what meanings are. Need to go back to school. Are you that retarded? It doesn't apply to Antifa. Are you 5? Are you a kid? The definition applies, but it doesn't apply to Antifa. It does apply to Antifa. Monga. Fancy saying that it doesn't apply to Antifa. Yeah, okay. In what dimension? Some other planet, galaxy, far, far away? Get off the drugs, dude. Drugs bad. What has the... You really are retarded, don't you? Do you know what? What does hierarchy have to do with fascism, you moron? Do I have to go tell you what hierarchy is in the dictionary? Oh my god. You are the typical person who just uses words and doesn't know what they mean. Like these girls. What does misogyny mean? I don't know. Here, that's it. I'll just get my dictionary. Back to dictionary. Back to dictionary. Let's get a dictionary because this person obviously doesn't know what words mean. Yeah, I don't think anyone will take you serious, dude. You don't even know what words mean. Someone can tell you what a word means from a dictionary and you still don't know what it means. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. That's not what it means. Okay? The dictionary told me what it means, but it doesn't mean that. Let's see what the difference between hierarchy and fascism is. Because I don't just make it out of my head. I'll go see what it exactly means. Because unlike you, I don't just make shit up. Where are you? Where are you? I think you spelled it wrong anyway. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you spelled it wrong. They're two different meanings, you imbecile. Hierarchy is like an order. Fascism is not like a hierarchy, you fucking pelican. Fuck me. I swear, they say the generation's getting dumb. It's not surprising. You just put it applies to fascism in there, you monger. No, it doesn't, you dumb ass. Hierarchy is like the chain of command. How's that got anything to do with fascism, you donkey? A group of people who tell everyone else what to do is different than a hierarchy. This is like a chain of command. I'm gonna school you, stupid. You don't know what a hierarchy is, dude. You are mentally retarded. What are you trying to talk like a dictator? A dictator, right? Dictator? Dictator, who's his personal thing who tells everyone what to do. But fascism is a group of people who tell everyone what to do. Do you see the difference what I just gave you? Yeah, because you're retarded. You always get triggered over spastic people who are dumb. Because you're the people who end up in government telling guys to chop their dicks off and shit. Saying it's my feelings. Probably the same people who think it's okay for guys to sleep with little girls, you twisted moron. Oh, come on, man, that's a bit far. No. Any system or person or things in a graded order. Yeah, a bit different than fascism. What year is your dictionary, dude? Is it one of the recent ones? Because my one is before all this shit started happening with pronouns and all that crap. That's where my dictionary's from. Before we went full retard. Where did you're against Trump and Epstein have to do with hierarchy, fascism, and stuff like that? No, it doesn't. Fascism is not an order construct. It's not a chain of command. Chain of command is like the patriarchy. What normally happens to fascism, it ends up turning into a dictatorship because they put one guy in head. And it no longer becomes fascism, it becomes a dictatorship. And they turn it into socialism, and then it becomes communism. Because socialism normally ends up being communism or a dictatorship. I might become a teacher. I say, can I be a teacher? Why? Because these people don't know what words are. Oh, let's find that one. I'm going to read that one. Where is it? MIS. This is if any girls are listening. Because they love to throw this word around a bit. Where is it? Miss. Oh, here we go. Misogyny. This is for the women. Hatred of women. Entrenched prejudice against women. Compare misandry, misogynist, misogynistic, misogynist, adjective usage. So this word, which entered English as a gloss of the Greek word in the 1600s, acquired a pair of misandry in the 1890s. The extension of the meaning from definition 1 to definition 2 occurred during the 1900s, notably in feminist discourse. No, I just want to help you stop making up words and you don't even know the definitions of them. Oh, this is the one for you. Mispronounce. This one's for you. To pronounce incorrectly. Nervousness always makes him mispronounce. Pronounce something incorrectly. Ooh, it's a good one for you. Maybe God was telling me to say that to you. Misrepresent. There's another one for you. What's another one I like to use? What's another one? What's another word they like to throw around? Bigot. Let's look at bigot. Bigot's another one that everyone likes to throw around. Let's find that one. Starts with a B. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, H, I. Here we go. I don't use anyone. I've got to stop swearing though. Australians, we know that alphabet of swearing, it sucks. Bigot. Someone who is intolerantly convinced of the rightness of a particular creed, opinion, practice. Bigoted. Okay, would that be go along with prideful and proud and stuff like that? Is that what you're trying to say? Big no. Ooh. Bigot. That could be up to conjecture. Like, okay, I understand the meaning. Someone who is intolerantly convinced of the rightness of a particular creed, opinion, practice. But then couldn't that go along about, then you could say, well, is it true or is it false? So it works hand in hand there, I guess. What's another one? All the words I like to throw around. I know they extended the definition of racism. I got a later version of the dictionary. Oh my god, they just racism used to mean like the hatred of someone else's color. Or discriminating against someone because of their color. Now it's like a paragraph long of all these different definitions of what racism is, and you're just like, wow. Oh, you want to know my impression of Trump? I don't. Trump is American, whatever, but I just want him to stay out of Africa. You want abhorrent? Okay, I'll find that. Abhorrent. Let's find that word. Abrogate, abrupt, abscesses, absent, abscissa, abscond, absel, absence, abhorrent. Oh, well, S would be after H, so we'll go further in front. H-I. Here we go. Abhorrent. Adjective. Exciting horror. Detestable. Abhorrence. Abhorrently. They just put them. Well, that's not a very big definition of it. Exciting horror. Detestable. Okay. Abidability. Mut. Yeah, okay. Oh, why would I look at that word? Abs. Abs. To carve out using an ads. Also, us ads. Middle English from Old English. Wonder why I used. Oh, man, I wonder why I did that word for. Oh, no, here it is. Oh, adultery. Voluntary sexual intercourse between a married person and anyone other than the lawful spouse. Adultery. When someone is married and has sex with someone who's not their husband or wife, it's adultery. What's another one? I might look that. I don't think it'd be in it because this is a dictionary before they started all that nonsense. Pronouns. Oh, dictionaries, man. There's so many words. Producer, product, project, progression, prop, pros, proscenium. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah. Oh, before P. Pronoun. Hang on a second. Where's N? M N M N M M. Pronoun. Here we go. Pronoun. Grammar. In many language, one of the major parts of speech, comprising words used as substitutes for nouns. Any such word as I, you, he, this, who, what. French from Latin. Pronoun. Yeah, it doesn't say it's many different sexes. That's not been put in there yet. Again, pronoun. Grammar. In many languages, one of the major parts of speech, comprising words used as substitutes for nouns. Any such word as I, you, he, this, who, what. French from Latin. Yeah, they haven't put any gender yet. That's not in there. I'm going straight to G. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Let's see what they have in this dictionary. Ooh, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Gender. Grammar. In many languages, set of classes such as masculine, feminine, and neuter, which together include all nouns. Often the classification correlates in part with sex. Natural gender. One class of such a set. A sexual identity such as heterosexuality, homosexuality, bisexuality, often distinguished from physiological determination as male or female. They haven't made it in yet. They've got all the different like gender binarism, gender dysphoria, gender fluid. Oh my god, this is even in here. Of a related to a person whose gender varies over time, ranging from male to female or any combination of both. Gender queer. Oh yeah, you're fluid. Okay. Gender gap. A difference in attitudes, opinions, social customs. A gender identity disorder. They probably took this out of the Bibles, out of the dictionaries today. Gender identity disorder. A psychiatric disorder affecting people whose sense of their own gender contradicts their biological sex. Let's read that again. Gender identity disorder. See, back before all this shit you had today, it was called a disorder. Look, a psychiatric disorder affecting people whose sense of their own gender contradicts their biological sex, giving rise to depression, low self-esteem. Back then, they said it was a disorder. Back then, when this dictionary was written, it was a disorder. That's hilarious, man. And today it's like, you can't say that. It's like, well, in my Bibles, it says it's a in my dictionary, it says it's a disorder. When was it? When was it written? Yeah, like when did all this gender stuff start? Because this is like 2017. This one was written. Well, it says first edition's 1982, 1988, 1998, 2004, 6, 9, 13, 17. When did all the gender stuff start happening? Did it start? When did it start happening? Because I thought it happened like around then. Was it only been happening in the last like 5, 6 years? Yeah, that's weird, man. That's funny as. But anyway, I'm gonna read a. I'll read a prayer first. I don't know. That'll be it. How about we read a psalm? That'll be good. I'll go to. It normally gives me a good prayer to do. 17. Sabbath curse. Oh man, lectionary. It's for Christians. It's when you do Lent. Lent goes for ages, man. Longer than Ramadan. There's several stages to Lent. Yeah, we actually fast. We actually fast in Lent, not just change our cycle of I'm going to sleep in the day and then pray at night and eat. That's not fasting. They're trying to play everyone for fools, man. Yeah, it's called. It was called a disorder because it's not normal. Anyone who says it's normal, you got problems. I can see that I was given a penis and a woman was given a vagina, and obviously that was what it was meant for. But I'm not sexually crazed, so each their own. But because I don't think with my dick and I just look at a penis and go, well, I got a penis, a girl's got a vagina, so obviously that's what it was meant for. But if you think it was for, I don't know, go on the dirt road or whatever, I strongly disagree. Psalms, are these for evening? Evening prayers, morning prayers, evening prayers. Here we go. What's today? Sunday. Psalm 69. Get your head out of the gutter. All right, here we go. Psalm 69. O God, make haste to help me. May those who seek my soul be dishonored and shamed. May those who plot evils against me be turned back and disgraced. May those be turned back immediately who shame me, saying, well done, well done. May all who seek you greatly rejoice and be glad in you. And let those who love your salvation always say, let God be magnified, but I am poor and needy. O God, help me. You are my helper and deliverer. O Lord, do not delay. Psalm 69. Praise Jesus. God bless. Lots of love. Enjoy your night.